Anybody money? Money, I need money. I'm blind. I can't see. Does anybody have any money? Oh, uh, oh, ma'am, do you have any money? Do you? Money, does anybody have any money?
Here you go. I feel sorry for you.
Oh, only $5?
Bitch, I thought you were blind.
I can feel a $5 bill.
You cannot feel shit. What type of blindness do you have? Take those glasses off.
I really am blind. I swear.
So you can now feel $5? You feel it.
I know what cheapness feels like.
Well, you know I'm a cheap motherfucker.
God damn, you are. $5.
I don't get conned like this movie.
Oh God!
I'll con your ass.
Yeah, $5. He's really conning people for $5. Get out of here. Get out of here. $5. Okay, maybe I wasn't blind, but you could have. If I was blind, you could have spared more money.
You're lucky it wasn't change.
Okay, fair enough. Guys, welcome to a brand new movie review where we talk about The Hustle, and well, we're not hustling anybody anytime soon, let me tell you that much. Yeah, we're not good at this stuff. But apparently Rebel Wilson and Anne Hathaway are. Now this movie is actually it's a remake of the 1988 film Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. Now, you know, the trailers came out, the trailers looked funny, but there was a lot of people, a lot of my friends who told me, they said, Seth, don't go see this movie, man. It's not going to be good.
People told me that too about this movie.
Don't go see it. They said, I just have a feeling it's not going to be good. We ended up going anyways because apparently we love to suffer. Where do you want to start with The Hustle, sir?
Well, the same thing Seth said. I had a lot of people, family members and friends, who said, don't see this movie. It's all hyped up. It's going to be a piece of garbage. It's nothing compared to Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, which was a great movie. I was not happy with this movie, I could say. The plot was, for me, concentrated on very little actual scams. There was maybe 4 or 5 scams the whole movie. There should have been a lot more, concentrated on basically a plot scenario playing together with Anne Hathaway, Rebel Wilson, and one other person, a guy in the movie. That was the center of the focus of the movie. I thought the movie was too short, and I didn't think the acting was that great. You know, I've seen Anne Hathaway. I was telling Seth, I've seen her in Les Miserables, Princess Diaries. I've seen her in Brokeback Mountain. She's a wonderful actress, and I've seen Rebel in Pitch Perfect movies. Rebel Wilson is a wonderful actress, and this just didn't feel wonderful to me. Their acting was subpar.
My thing about it is, like, you know, I haven't watched Dirty Rotten Scoundrels in a really long time. But I remember really liking it. I remember the chemistry between Michael Caine and Steve Martin was fantastic. Very charming guys, and you know, you had one who's more of the comedian and one who's more of the seasoned actor, and they bounced off each other really well. With this, you have the same kind of idea, same kind of premise. You have these 2 female con artists, and they're both, one is encroaching on the other one's territory, and she's not happy about it, and they kind of are they're battling each other, but yet they're also together at the same time. See, I'm not really a big fan of Rebel Wilson. I hate to say it, man, but I just don't find her funny. I don't find her comedy funny. I think she goes for the, you know, I'm fat and stupid kind of comedy.
Well, what I don't like, a lot of guys get away with that, like Chris Farley did.
Yeah, well, Chris Farley did, yeah.
He got away with being fat. I think when you're a male actor, it's easier to say, hey, I'm the fat, stupid one. I think as a female, it's hard to say, hey, I'm the fat, stupid one. Melissa McCarthy learned quick. She played the kind of fat, comical, comedian for a while in her, and then she changed. She
Yeah.
did some dramatic movies, she did some dramatic roles, and she really changed, and she's respected as an actress.
Yeah.
Rebel Williams not really respected. A lot of people see her as a singer more than an actress. She has an amazing voice. They don't really see her as a qualified actress, and that's the problem.
I think for me, a lot like again, I don't know if she really worked completely in this movie. Anne Hathaway, as you said, is a really great actress. She is, and I just don't think she worked in this. She's playing the Michael Caine role essentially, and I don't think she can pull it off. I don't. You needed an actress in here that was older, even older. That
No, I was thinking Sandra Bullock would have been good.
Sandra Bullock or somebody like that who could have been more older and more seasoned, and you could bounce off of that with a younger person. There could be a dynamic there that worked. It just there wasn't that dynamic here that really worked, that gave it that extra push. On top of that, my other problem here, well, there's quite a few actually, but another problem here is that all of the men in here, or majority of the men, are very unlikable. They're either unlikable, they're cruel, or they're extremely stupid. Like there's only a couple of guys in this movie that are actually feel like they're actually capable and they're actually nice guys. Outside of that, this movie is I'm not saying that it's a bad thing to hate on men. Sometimes we frankly deserve it, I ain't gonna lie. But at the same time, did you have to make the majority of these people mean and stupid? I mean, really?
Well, that's the whole Me Too movement.
I mean,
You gotta understand, this movie is now, they're changing a lot of man-centric movies that were men played the main roles.
yes.
They're playing them by women. So the movies are more geared toward women. They're more geared toward man-hating movies, I hate to say. The Me Too movements make a man look stupid, make him look angry, make him look goofy and dumb, make him look mean. And that's the movement. And that's what this movie is geared towards. Let's make the woman look better than the men. And there's a lot of movies like this now.
I mean, we saw Ocean's 8, which we rather liked. We thought that was a good one. There's that female Ghostbusters movie,
Which sucked.
which was not a good movie. Not because it was females, because it just was a poorly made movie. And I feel like with this, you know, two female con artists, that can work. It's not like the movie can't work. There's possibilities. There's a lot that they could play. It doesn't come off good to me. And not only that, with the whole man thing, on top of that, you also have characters here that come and go at the drop of a hat.
Absolutely.
You have people like there's this one Dutch guy who has his sort of his wife's bracelet or some sort of $500,000 bracelet stolen. He has a scene with Rebel Wilson about getting revenge on her, but that guy completely leaves the plot, the movie. He's gone. He's done. You have the police officer, detective chick.
Hope was playing a big role at the beginning, and then her role diminished.
Not only did it diminish, she just left the fucking movie, man. She just left the goddamn movie. Her gone completely. And there's characters that do that, and it's almost like you almost feel like, could they not pay these people after a while? Could they be like, could they be like, yeah, man, we're really running out of money, man. So yeah, that scene that you did, I know you got the script for more pages, but yeah, we're just gonna have to let you go, bro.
Although one thing we both said, this was too short of a movie.
Yes, it's an hour, and it's about hour 15, hour 20, and it feels short.
It's very short. This could have gone on another half hour. They ended the movie too prematurely. They left it very open-ended, and I think the reason being is they want to make a sequel out of this. They're hoping that it gets enough people, and I think they want to make a sequel.
Well, they hanged on that hat of Medusa about this great and wonderful female con artist, and you can tell, and you are right, you can tell that they're trying to set up for a sequel. You can
Well,
tell.
I think a lot of movies, when they're too short, it's because they're setting up for a sequel. I think a lot of movies like that and that are being made, they're making them to have a sequel. This is set up to have a sequel because they do leave you a lot of open-ended questions.
They leave you these questions, and at the same time, I left thinking to myself, do I want a sequel out of this? Even if it made the money, would I want it? No, I don't.
I'll
And
tell you, after this, I will not see the sequel in the movie theaters. If a sequel does come out, I'll wait until it comes on DVD.
I have no. See, I don't think this movie's gonna make any kind of money. I just don't really think it's going to. At the same time, I feel like it's. See, this movie could have been clever and it could have been interesting. There's a twist at the end of the movie about this one guy. We won't really say too much about it, but I saw it coming. I saw it coming a mile away.
They made that you knew he was a con. You knew it the whole time.
Yeah, I was like, they were trying to maybe misdirect you, and I'm like, no, I know where this is going.
Well, a common sense person is not going to believe the story Rebel was making.
Oh my.
No common sense person would believe that story.
The problem that I had, let's just go on a little thing here and say that the guy was actually a real tech genius guy. Wouldn't he be able, if he's that much of a tech genius, the whole thing with the doctor and everything like that, couldn't he just look it up on his
Absolutely.
and just after 5 minutes realize that this is complete and utter bullshit? I mean, there's moments where like Anne Hathaway as the doctor is pretending to work on Rebel Wilson, doing these weird experiment exercises or whatever it is. And I'm like, this guy is believing this bullshit?
Of course.
I was like, after 5 minutes, I would be like, get the fuck out of my hotel room. Get out of here. You guys are bullshit con artists. And they're supposed to be these great con artists. How does anybody believe the shit that they do? And the problem is also this. In the 1988 film, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, there was no cell phones, there was no internet. So, you as a con artist, you could get away with certain things and the information might not get to people right away. Nowadays, with the internet and cell phones and everything, there's information. It's out there.
Absolutely.
So you can't get away with stuff anymore like that. So this movie becomes harder to do, and it feels like they're not really. It feels like they're still stuck in a time where they think people don't have the cell phones and everything, where they could just look up common information. It's the plot is kind of stupid at times. The plot's kind of stupid, and it doesn't make sense, and it's incoherent mess in a lot of ways. And not only that, it's just unfunny.
Well, that's what I said. It wasn't cohesive.
Yeah.
It has fluidity. When I mean by cohesive, I mean fluidity. It has to have constant funniness. If you're going to have a movie that has drama and funniness, it has to have an equal amount of both. This movie was supposed to be a pure comedy. No drama, just pure comedy. And the thing is, there was some serious parts in it, and it didn't make sense, the serious parts. It was supposed to be pure comedy, and it didn't have a flow of comedy throughout the whole movie. It was just like, some parts were really funny, some parts were just plain stupid. I was just like, why do we need this?
There was so many parts with Anne Hathaway and Rebel Wilson trying to one-up one another, and I was just sitting in the theater and I was just groaning to myself. I'm like, this is groan-worthy, just not funny, but just groan-worthy, embarrassing to watch.
I call it cringe-worthy.
Okay, cringe-worthy.
It was definitely like, you cringe, like, oh, why am I watching this? Oh my god, this is so stupid.
Comedy is very hard to pull off a lot of times. Anne Hathaway's a great actress, and Rebel Wilson, she has her moments, but I feel like, this was supposed to be, one of, a great comedy for the females.
Well, an idea. They're not a good comedic team.
No.
For example, Jack Lemmon, Walter Matthau, great comedic
team.
There's other great comedic teams. They are not a great comedic team.
No.
Sandra Bullock, Melissa McCarthy, great comedic team. They really have a flow together. But they do not have Rebel Wilson and Anne Hathaway. They are just not a good comedic team.
It's not a good team, and you know, when the 1988 film can outdo this film in every way, then that's saying that you really missed the mark in a big bad way. What is your final thoughts and grade rating on The Hustle, sir?
The fact that it wasn't cohesive, it wasn't funny throughout the whole movie, it was dull. The fact that I wanted to leave certain parts of the movies and have a cigarette and be like, I didn't just let me finish this movie, but I really didn't want to watch the whole movie. I'd have to really give it a D. I'm going to have to give it a D.
Wow, damn.
And I'm going to have to say this is a movie that, if you're bored one night, go see it on Netflix. You're bored, maybe rent it at the video store. But it's the type of movie you're not going to watch over and over again. It's not a comedy like Dirty Old, Grumpy Old Men or something where you can watch over and over. This movie you're going to watch once and be like, okay, I'm done. It's not a sister act. It's not any great comedy special. It's not a Party House or any of those movies. It's a one-time movie, and it's something you can definitely wait until it comes on Netflix or DVD. So yeah, I'm going to have to give it a D.
You know, this is really forgettable, man. You know, and it's one of those movies where I really do feel like it's just going to be in the movie theaters 1 minute, and the next minute, it's gone. I really do feel this thing is really just, and it's like, well, do you watch this on a rainy day? I guess, but the problem is that there's so many movies that are better than this. So many con movies, which is better, like Ocean's 8, which Anne Hathaway is also in.
And she's excellent in it.
And she's excellent in it. So it's like, you know, well, if you want to see a good con movie with Anne Hathaway in it, well, shit, just rent Ocean's 8. You know, you don't. This one, it feels like they're trying. I will give them credit. It feels like they're trying, but it feels like it's just all in vain and it's not working. And as far as I'm concerned, it really kind of fails in a big bad way. So for me, I'm not gonna lie. I'm also gonna give it a D. It just really fails in a lot of ways, man, and it just doesn't, for me. There's so many better movies out there. There's so many other ones out there that is so much better, and this one is really fails in a lot of ways, man. It really is the low standard of not only a lot of these great sort of smart and clever comedy films, but also as far as a team up movie and everything, it's doesn't fit the bill at all, guys. Not at all. Just, yeah, don't even see it. Yeah, the movie wasn't really that great of a con job, but I'm actually curious, how much did you make off of your last con?
Only 100.
That's it? 100?
That's it. Yeah. How about you?
Not bad though. I mean, for me, I didn't really make that much. I mean, let's see here. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800. Yeah, it wasn't as much as I was hoping.
That's almost $1,000. That's pretty good for a con. A lot better than me. What are you doing?
People love giving to the blind.
You're a scam artist, you.
I know, I'm a really terrible person. I'm going straight
Terrible.
to hell. I'm going
mocking
straight.
the blind just to get some money.
It worked, though. Champagne wishes and caviar dreams, motherfucker.
There you go.
Yeah,
you probably
right
got
there.
20 million in the bank, and I probably got $10.
Well, no, you got the 100, and the 100's good. You can't complain about that. Now, come on now.
Yeah,
Come
but
on.
that took me 2 weeks to earn. How fast did you earn yours?
Oh, and, well, 1 hour before.
Exactly. My con works a little bit slower.
I'm just a little bit better. What can I say, guys?
You've been at it longer.
Well, you're damn right. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the review. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up. Let us know what you think of The Hustle. Good, bad, could have been better. What did you guys compare it to? Definitely let us know. And we'll be back next time for another movie review.
And drink some champagne when you watch The Hustle if you can.
Absolutely. Well, you might need to get drunk to at least enjoy it.
I agree.
So you really don't have any more money to give to the blind?
No.
What about the 100 you have here?
That's okay. I'll just spend another 2 weeks making another.
Oh, good. An even 1,000. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Pop was a happy man tonight.
Yeah, he'll go out an hour and earn another 1,000.
Guys, have a good one.